Yes. Hi.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you for doing this interview for Technology and the Arts.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you. Could you start out by telling our audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. After I graduated university in DC a few years ago, I decided to become a full-time musician, and I just went into it full steam ahead. And I spend every minute of my day, every day of my life working on this. I come from England originally, so I'm a little bit out of my depth in America. I'm kind of trying to figure it out because I'm England is my home. But I'm doing okay now. I'm building up a fan base and play music 24/7. Don't have anything else in my life. This is all I do. My touring, recording albums, and that's basically it. But yeah.
Well, how long have you been playing music?
Well, I've been playing since I was small, a little kid, but I've only done it professionally where I had CDs to sell and whatnot, and I was making money from it and whatnot for about 18 months, slightly more than 18 months.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I know you list many of them on your various websites, but who are some of your biggest influences?
Well, my biggest influence is definitely the 80s stuff, which is, Tears for Fears, Depeche Mode, Duran Duran, and even Nick Kershaw, kind of obscure act from England. Love him, and he was the
Wouldn't
first.
it be good to...
Wouldn't it be good? When I was 3 years old, it was all him. It was that was the guy I was dragging my mum to his shows as a 4-year-old. It's ridiculous, but he was what made me get into music. And then, also later on, like Crowded House, a little bit of Michael Jackson, New Order, Pet Shop Boys, even more recently Keane, Coldplay, bands like that are very much similar to what I'm doing.
Can you tell us about your CDs, how you go about producing them?
Sure.
And you have a new one available now, correct?
Right, yeah, I just brought a brand new one out, so I have two now. Both of them are double albums. This is the first one. That guy, Brent Persia, he produced it and played all the guitars. We made a double CD of 36 tracks, so it's a really, really long. It's almost 3 hours long. And then the new album I produced myself, but it's pretty much in the same vein as that one. So then my brand new album is called Momentum, and it just came out. And again, it's a double CD and one which I produced myself. And I don't know why I overdo it with the double CDs. People are like, why do you release double CDs? But I go in with so many songs each time I record that I cut them down, but I still have 2 discs of material, so I can never cut it any more than that. Just can't bear to do it.
You should really talk to Peter Gabriel, because that's why he takes 10 years to put out a CD, because he has like 50 tracks and he decides he has to whittle them down for a decade.
Yeah.
Just put out a double CD.
Yeah, exactly, right? Why not? I agree.
I love Peter Gabriel, and
I love Peter Gabriel too.
Okay, can you tell everybody a little bit about this particular U.S. tour that you're on and how you're using social networking sites like MySpace and Facebook to promote it?
Oh, basically I find all of the fans I have on MySpace and Facebook. Like tonight, more than half of the people here came from Facebook. You basically just find people in each town you're playing who like the kind of music that I play, and then I invite them to the shows and tell them about it directly and market to them like that. And then, for instance, with you came out to the show, and even if you only get 10 people come out, it's a good little crowd in a cafe. Play Borders, Barnes & Nobles, and over the whole course of the tour I'll probably sell thousands of CDs, and it'll pay for the whole tour. The CD sales pay for everything. I don't really have any other income. Yeah.
Now, is that your only instrument? Do you have any other keyboards?
I have. When I record, I have a bunch of different stuff, but I have a couple different keyboards in the car. But this one is really good for programming different stuff, and it's the cheapest one I have, and yet it's still the best one for live shows. And I have a $1,000 one, and it just doesn't compare to this. It's old Casio can do a lot more than a lot of the other instruments can do.
What are some of the ones you have in?
Well, I've used a Roland and I've used a Korg, and they're always, I guess perhaps it's because I was never an instrumentalist. I'm a vocalist, singer, songwriter, and so my keyboard skills are very limited. And this keyboard caters to someone who wants to have a really good sound and be able to program stuff, but without really knowing the ins and outs of the instrument. And my Roland, I don't even know half the stuff that's in there. And I can master this Casio easily and make it do whatever I want it to do. So.
Well, technology is obviously a major factor in how you record, promote, distribute your music. What is your take on how advances in digital recording, as well as the rise of social networking sites and digital distribution channels like iTunes, eMusic, Amazon, have helped pave the way for independent musicians such as yourself?
Absolutely. I mean, to an extreme degree. If it wasn't for being able to home produce an album that sounds similar to a studio album, being able to social network and find fans. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. I would spend all my time trying to get major labels to listen to me so that I could try and get them to promote me. But because of this, I can just completely avoid the major labels, go straight to the fans, put my music out there as much as I can, and just hope that one of the labels maybe at some point notices, well, he's done pretty well for himself, we're going to pick him up. And I think that's a much better way of doing it, because even if that never happens, you're already reaching people, you're already playing to people, instead of the old ways where it was like everyone's trying to get signed. These days it's like everyone's trying to build their fan base as big as possible, and to hell with record labels. If they don't jump on the bandwagon, then that's fine, because there's so many other ways to do it now, and so many bands you hear that made it big before they ever got signed, which is much harder to do without MySpace and Facebook and
All right, well, it's getting late. I'll let you go, but any final thoughts you'd like to share with our audience?
Oh yeah, just if you're an artist out there who wants to make music your living and stuff, I guess if you're willing to make some sacrifices in terms of lifestyle and rough it a little bit, just go for it. Because as soon as I went for it, I suddenly realized, oh my God, after all these years of studying and then working in this job and that, I suddenly realized this is what I was meant to do. And I always thought it was, and I was afraid. The minute I did it, the minute I made it my entire life, I've never been happier since then, and it's the best 2 years of my life because of that. So I recommend every artist out there who wants to make it their life, just do it. Just go for it and see what happens.
Box, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
A pleasure meeting you.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Thanks. Okay.